Hello YouTube, it is me, Unicorn Guy, here to tell you how to make your own wallpaper. Um, First off, I'm going to say right off the bat, you're going to need, you can't use MS Paint. That goes without saying, really. But you can do this for free as well, using Paint.net or GIMP. Personally, I prefer GIMP, for reasons I'll explain why later in the video, but Paint.net is also good. You could probably do this with Photoshop, but I myself prefer the free stuff. So, you may want to ask yourself, well, what does a wallpaper look when I create it by myself? You can get something like this. Now, I just took a whole bunch of vectors from the internet, made a fractal and GIMP, and did that to it. So let's minimize this, and let me show you my vector folder. Now, a vector is a .png image, that's important, that the background is transparent. So let's preview this one. And also you also need to find one that has a pretty good resolution, like this one is 45,000, no, not 45,000, 4,500 by 3,012 pixels. And they're pretty small images as well for being that size. They're pretty high quality as well. So let's go back over here to the internet, and I've already started looking up some vector images. If you don't know how to type into Google Pinkie Pie vector, because there's really nothing to it other than just typing in Pinkie Pie and then choosing larger than 1024 by 768. This will weed out many of your thumbnails and whatnot. So we'll go over here and we'll make sure the image is very large. That indeed it is. We'll save image as, and we'll save it to my vectors. You probably already heard that through my mic, but that nearly blew my eardrums out. Okay, so we're gonna save that. Gonna close that. Ponyburu and DeviantArt are the best places to get vectors. So, by the way, all credit goes to the original authors of these vectors. They're the people who make this video. See, this right here is not a vector image. The background is white, and yes, I could try to take the white out of the background, but that would also take the white out of Pinkie Pie's eyes and the glint in her eye. So this is an image I will have to reject. Alright, now this image is transparent. Alright, and well, this looks nice. So I'll take that one. Alright, so now... Okay, that's weird. Alright, wallpaper. Vectors. Save. Alright, so now we have some vectors. So we'll minimize all this. And then... Okay, so I guess I'll open up Paint.net first, since it's a little bit easier to use. Now here's what you get when you use Paint.net. And actually, I've been using GIMP so much, I'm going to have to probably remember, and I'll probably stumble through this a little bit. So, first thing first, we're going to render a fractal. So we'll render this mandible fractor. And you can't really do much in it. That does that. We're going to zoom out a little bit. Angle. I myself personally like fractals just because they look cool and they take very little skill to make. I mean, which is good. I mean, I get you would want skill to make something, but you don't want to spend all time trying to design this. If I had to spend all this time trying to design that, I'd pull my hair out. I'm just glad there's something to actually make this. So then, now you're going to go into here and pull out whatever vector you used. This one's pretty fun. I like this one a lot. Alright, so we're going to add it as layer. Alright, and here's also another problem, is that, you have to scale it. Oops. Edit, undo. Right here. I don't remember how to use this. Okay, here. Now we'll take, oops, dragging it off the image, and the image is so big and so, I guess it is pretty high quality. I don't see any pixels or jagged lines or anything. That it's lagging Paint.net. And you're going to scale it to the size appropriate of the image. I'm going to go ahead and just, oops, zoom down. This is why I like the GIMP better too. I'll show you why. But yeah, you would just drag it over like that. This is, yeah, you see the resolution right here, 5,000 by 5,501 by 5,587, and my screen resolution is like, I can't even remember what my screen resolution is. Go to Control Panel and see it and check that out real quick. Of course, I just saw it when I was out there. Personalization, desktop background. Oh, that won't help. Control Panel. Yeah, it's 1600 by 900. That looks like that's the highest it'll go to. So yeah, this type of image would be a little bit too big for me. So now let's scroll over, and that up there in the corner would be your end result after you trim away all this white and whatnot. So we're going to close Paint.net. Don't save. And we're going to open up GIMP. Now the GIMP is a little bit more advanced. When you open it, you're going to be greeted with this. It seems pretty simple now, but once we start getting into it, it'll be a little bit trickier. So we're going to make it 1600 by. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's right. You got to remember that. Okay, so that would be, this is our little preview area. Now we're going to render in a layer. So if I can find it. Alright, here. Now you can render in clouds, nature, pattern. Let me show you to make a fractal in here. So go to Fractal Explorer, and right here is what you have. Now here's our fractals already pre-made, and you can edit it as need fit. So we are going to go to, that looks good, explosive. So then we'll go to select a gradient right here, and choose any one that you like. I myself like the full saturation. Close. Alright, it looks pretty nice right now. You can amp up as many colors you like and change this. Although I don't see an effect here now, but I may have to redraw it every time I do that. So you can edit this as you see fit, and that'll happen if you move it off of its area it's supposed to be in. All right. Yeah, but you can edit this any way that you want to. Alright, I like that a lot. Let's see, okay. So it looks pretty good. It's now okay, and that makes it the background of our image right here. Although a little bit too much orange over here, but this is okay just to work with just right now. So we'll go over here to our vectors, and we'll pull in any vector that we want. Say, we'll pull this one in for now. And with the GIMP, that's what it does. Instead of, making it such a huge image, it makes it just a small image, well, just part of an image on the screen. So that way it doesn't extend our, I guess you'd say canvas, to the size of the vector. So now we're going to move this. So I'll move that, not what I wanted to move. Okay, we'll move that, and we'll move it down into here. Now, let's create a new project. go ahead and make that full screen. So we'll try rendering in, I guess, plasma. Hopefully this won't take me forever. Oh, wow, that looks really nice. Hopefully this is going to not take... Okay, that didn't take too long. Wow, that actually looks really nice. I have something to experiment now with. So now we'll go over here to our vectors, and we'll pull in any vector you want right here. I guess we'll pull in that one right here. So now we'll push this button right here, scale button, and we'll scale it to the size of our canvas. Click the move button, and I gotta figure out where the image went. There's a way to just get the image right on the paper. Oh, here, let's try aligning the object. Well, that's not gonna work. Okay. My vector is around here somewhere. So let's try doing this again. And let's try moving it like that, because it seems to want to go into the upper left-hand corner. That is me facing my computer screen. Alright, so there we go. That worked. Oh, she looks a little bit squashed, and if you want to just fix this yourself, there should be a little hand tool around here somewhere, or just like a little pointer. That's a smudge tool. Should be just like a little... There should be like a just oops. It's a little bit... the GIMP is a little bit more complicated to use, and I've been using it for a while, and I still have problems using it, so it just goes to show that it's pretty complicated. But I myself like this program more than any other I've used for image editing. Alright, well here I'll just use this one right here, and so I'll scale it down to here. Alright. Now the smaller you scale images to, sometimes they'll get a little bit pixelated around the edges. Same for blowing up images. So we'll put Pinkie Pie there, and I don't know, we'll throw in Rainbow Dash sleeping on a cloud right here. So then we'll scale it as need more. So we'll make it a little bit smaller. Oops. Scale. And then just drag it in as need fit. So let's go ahead and cancel that because it doesn't seem to want to cooperate with us. So I didn't have the move tool selected, so that could be the problem. So yeah, you can make some pretty great and pretty interesting wallpapers like the one I created. It just matters how much time you have and how much work you want to put into it. So yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching, and see you next week.